Williams is on a winning team for the first time all season for him. Spending all those weeks in Detroit this year. He caught a touchdown and hooked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right before halftime. And the Bucs were 0 for 3 in red zone trips in terms of scoring a touchdown on this day. And the Cowboys win a must-win with Steve Wilks from Dallas.
It was a tumultuous week for the Dallas Cowboys with a change in defensive coaching responsibilities for head coach Wade Phillips, inspiring a 13-9 victory over Tampa Bay. But it was his gutsy calls on offense, first by going for a touchdown in the waning seconds of the first half, and then in the fourth quarter going for it again deep in his own territory, that earned him a much-needed endorsement from owner Jerry Jones.
Applaud him. Those are calls that you want to make. A lot of people may say, well, those are desperation calls. It's not desperate when you're ahead and you make a call like that, or desperate when you've got a chance to tie it right before the half. It's good psychology. And the guy that got it and the guy that deserves this game ball today is Wade Phillips.
I think a lot of the guys, we're aware of it. I think a lot of the coaches, they're aware of it. You guys, put our head coach on the hot seat. I've heard mention of Brian Stewart, obviously Jason Garrett. Those guys, feel like, they're kind of like in the hot seat. But other than that, I think we just kind of concentrate and worry about how we feel about each other in the locker room. That's all that really matters. We felt like this was sort of like a must-win game for us, and losing wasn't an option today.
In the end, it was the oldest Cowboy who provided the needed relief. 40-year-old Brad Johnson, who threw for just 122 yards, clearly is not Tony Romo. But on this day, he did just enough to get the victory and to stop the sky from falling on Dallas's playoff hopes. In Irving, Texas, Steve Wyche, NFL Network.
And if you're a Cowboy fan, you do have to feel good about this situation in the fact that Romo's going to come back. Witten should come back from his ribs at some point if he's not going to miss any time at all. Marion Barber is who he is. You got two big-time receivers out there. It's the defense over the past few weeks that's been concerning, and seeing a performance like that on Sunday, you've got to really feel good about being 5-3 at this point if you're the Dallas Cowboys.
It is, but perception is most. And we perceive things to be, but sometimes it's not like it really is. Perception is the defense is suffering. But before Tony Romo went out, the defense was ranked 10th. The defense is still 10th now. Offensively, that's it. Third with Tony Romo. Now they're 6th. Therefore, the suffering is going to the offense. Yeah, that's the thing. The offense is slipping, and it affects the defenses wholeheartedly. But with the Dallas Cowboys, no, I still don't feel good about them. Why? They haven't answered the question, how do you get T.O. the ball? You don't think T.O. gets upset every week? Brandon Marshall is catching 10, 12 balls. Andre Johnson is catching 10 to 12 balls, going over 100 yards. That's the problem. You got to get this guy involved, and they still haven't found the way.
Now, Tampa today has a good defense. We all know that. But for Dallas to have only 172 yards of offense, that simply isn't enough. For all that talent, like Bino Cook would say, all that material, they have guys everywhere that they need to get the football to, and they're going into New York. That's going to be the thriller in Manila now. They've got to get that offense going on all 8 cylinders before that game.
Owens has been held under 100 receiving yards for 11 straight games. That's his longest streak since 98 and 99. Who's his head coach then?
That would be me.
Mooch threw him 20 balls. That's all I know.
There was another guy named Jerry Rice that wanted the ball, too.
It was Jerry Rice Day, and you threw him 20 balls.
Yeah, Tio, we threw you 20 balls one game. Come on.
If you could get him 20, why can't they get him 20?
Good point. Get him 20.
We're going prime time. The corner of 21st and Prime is all empty. But our shutdown cornerback's about to get up.
20 balls.
Shut
Get
this
up.
place down.
Hey, Devin, quit calling me. I'm working. I'm working. I got a real job.
Is Devin Hester calling you during the show?
Me up. Devin, I'm working, baby.
It's going prime time. Coming up next. Come on.
Mike just watched the way he danced past those 2 blockers. Slam dunk.
ESPN 360. Wherever and whenever you're online, you're at the game.
Cutler, another shot from Marshall. Got him! Touchdown! Down the right side, 10, 5, touchdown! Larry Johnson!
The Oakland Raiders select Darren McFadden.
Tomlinson with a first, breaks the tackle! Touchdown!
NHL on NASN. #1 draft pick Steve Stamkos and the Lightning head north to the mecca of hockey to take on the rebuilding Maple Leafs. Then, two of hockey's greatest playmakers, Crosby and Thornton, hit the ice as the Penguins face off against the Sharks. An NHL doubleheader tonight on NASN.
Let's go prime time. Big Snoop, D-Go double chisel. In the hissle, the shizzle. Give me the ball, I go for it all. I gotta get mine, so you gotta get yours. Hey, I bet you wanna, I bet you wanna. Go prime time on NFL Network.
I feel like Mike Singletary right now, baby. You're going to watch this. You're going to enjoy this. Why? Because that's what I demand here. That's right. Let's go prime time, baby. The best. Number 10, rookie quarterback Joe Flacco caught a 43-yard pass right here. It's number beauty, 12 for 24 passing, $140, TD, no picks, 4 carries, 23 yards and a TD. And the Ravens beat the Raiders. Flacco, rookie, baby. Number 9, Matt Schaub and Andre Johnson. Matt Schaub, 24 for 28. That means he only missed 4 on the day, 280, 3 TDs. Andre Johnson, 11 catches, 143 yards. It seems like I say his name every week. Texans win 3rd straight. Steve Spagnuolo, Giants defensive coordinator, held the Steelers to 249 yards. Yeah, I not only believe in Eli, I believe in Steve Spagnuolo, 4 interceptions of Roethlisberger. Number 7, this is the league leader in sacks, Joey Porter, 10.5 sacks on the season. 2 today, a safety in the 4th quarter to propel the Dolphins to victory. Number 6, baby, he's off a milk carton, mooch. Ted Ginn Jr. He exceeded his yearly stats today with 7 catches, $175 as the Dolphins beat the Bills. Do the Miami fans still want Brady Quinn? I don't know. Number 5, Coach Mariucci absolutely adores his guy, Jason Campbell, 23 for 28, 328 yards TD. No interception since December the 2nd, 2007. That's a long time. Number 4, Steve Smith, run routes, inside, outside, blocks, dance. He can fight. He can do it all. Steve Smith, 5 for $117, 2 TDs. Steve, if I call you one more time, you don't return my call, I know something. You'll never make prime time again. I love you, baby. Number 3, welcome back, Brian Westbrook, 22 for $167. 2 TDs, 6 catches for 42 yards. He is the Philadelphia Eagles, man. I love this guy. Number 2, Santana Moss, 9 catches, $140, but we didn't know he still had this in it. Punt return for 80 yards. The Skins are rolling in Washington. And number 1, this may be the league MVP. The reason I say that because they're not going to give it to a defensive player. It's always an offensive player. Yeah, I may seem a little bitter because I was a defensive player, but Drew Brees, 30 for 41. Again, another 339-yard game. 3 TDs, no picks, and the Saints win. Let me tell you something. You got 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Get up, go use the bathroom, go get your sandwich, come back. We're going to wrap this thing up, baby. Yeah! Like Mike Singletary said, you better be back because we're not going to stand for nothing else.
It's really only 2:59. They hate it when I do this. Check it out. It's time to pick me. It's your move.
The Replay Council has convened and spoken. The replay games on Tuesday, Browns, Jaguars, prior to Giants, Steelers. Then we call London on Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Chargers and Saints. you missed the games we hadn't covered here on NFL Network. We now head to the Moments of Victory presented by IBM.
Favre lobs it left for Coles, makes an adjustment, and the catch at the goal line, in! Touchdown! What a catch by Coles!
You hope for an opportunity, you get the opportunity to make a play, and that's what we call it, making a play. And it's something I guess I'm expected to do by my teammates. I mean, when I came to the sideline, guys were like, we've been waiting to see that all game.
Manning under center. Jacobs in there, Manning throwing to the end zone, touchdown Giants! And they have taken the lead at 20-14.
Jake Delhomme throwing left side, completes, got Steve Smith out there, first down, and Smith pulls away. It's got potential. He's down the far sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina Panthers.
We finish up this 2-hour edition of NFL Game Day with the Moments of Victory presented by IBM and a discussion at the sort of halfway point of the National Football League season. Not everyone's played 8 games yet, but if we're done with 8 weeks in the season, the biggest surprise of the season, Steve Mariucci, would be what?
Well, what surprises me, because I predicted in the Super Bowl Dallas against San Diego Chargers. Both of those teams are struggling right now. That shocks me with all the talent that they have. Dallas 5-3, San Diego 3-5. But I think the second half of the season, those teams are solid enough to make a real run at their divisions.
Well, it's surprising to me. I don't know how, at this point, with the nature of the game, how complex it is and how diverse it is and how equalized it is, that 2 teams could still be winless. Detroit and Cincinnati, I don't understand how. And plus, everybody's not playing their best football. Many teams are playing horrible. These teams still can't muster a win. That's hard for me to believe.
And then finally, the MVP through Week 8 of the National Football League would be Steve who?
Drew Brees. This guy has been playing without some of his offensive weapons. Deuce McAllister, Jeremy Shockey, Marcus Colston, now Reggie Bush. And he's on pace to break Dan Marino's passing yardage record of 5,084. Unbelievable first half of a season by Drew Brees.
Offensive coach, offensive player, defensive guy, defensive players. Joey Porter of the Miami Dolphins, 10.5 sacks to lead the NFL, as well as Charles Woodson, 4 interceptions on the season, 2 house calls. That means 2 touchdowns. These guys are great.
Yeah, but what about Dr. Do-It Big? What about Clinton Portis? I mean, the Washington Redskins, nobody thought they'd be 6-2. He's leading the league in rushing.
He has a quarterback that hadn't thrown a pick.
He was my runner-up.
He's your runner-up.
Yeah, and a defensive guy made prime time today. That's Porter.
That's right.
Wow.
That's it for this 2-hour edition of NFL
2
Game
hours?
Day. Yeah, it was.
Is that all? I got 30 more minutes in me.
Well, we've got 30 seconds in us still.
Devin, happy birthday.
on NASN.
Mesdames et messieurs, dans le cadre de notre 100e saison, c'est avec grand plaisir que nous vous dévoilons ce soir une nouveauté au Centre Bell qui commémorera à tout jamais les 54 membres de l'organisation des Canadiens de Montréal qui ont été intronisés au temple de la renommée du hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion of the team's 100th season, it is our great pleasure to unveil you this evening a new addition to the Bell Centre that will forever recognize the 54 members of the Canadiens organization inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Mesdames, Messieurs, l'anneau d'honneur, the Ring of Honor. C'est un privilège d'avoir avec nous ce soir les différents membres du temple de la renommée qui ont permis de rendre possible cet anneau d'honneur. It is our privilege to have with us tonight some of the very Hall of Famers who helped make up the Ring of Honor. a 6 times